And I am typing the go live message. Alright, well, fingers crossed, but that should be everything. I didn't actually realize that the opening sting of the game just plays once, then you get spoopy atmospheric music.
Forevermore.
Forevermore after that. But hopefully we're all live and such now. And this is Hades. As I adjust the stream layout on the fly.
Yes, you do.
Always. I am exceptionally well prepared at all times. Very funny how every time I touch the mouse, it's like... That's a good sign. But yeah, very funny how every time I touch the mouse, it's like, you should play this game with a controller. It's like, I did, I'm planning. I'll do it, I promise.
Wait, no, I can't keyboard? Get out of here, Supergiant Games. I want to keyboard this game.
Most of their games, they recommend controller.
Gross. Keyboard and mouse, let's do it. I say as a console gamer, basically, entirely.
I switch pretty freely between the two of them most of the time. I do play most Supergiant games with controllers. They tend to auto-aim a lot of the stuff that's on that, and like sort of the moving around in an isometric perspective is like, it makes sense for a controller, basically. I guess I should say I have beaten this game to the point where I have seen credits. I have not done a lot of the the post-credits game quests and stuff, because there is quite a bit of game to it. If you don't know, it's a roguelike where you're essentially trying to escape from Hades, oddly enough, and it is a multi-run kind of thing, you know, roguelike, tons of weapons, tons of options for how to build your character, and every run will be a little bit different. I have not played this since 2021. I'm pretty sure that would, last played 24th of September. Well, that was today, when I was like just taking a quick look to check what everything looked like. But it definitely was 2021, like December, the last time that I actually played it. We will instead take the second save file and start afresh and start meeting a whole bunch of friends.
Let's do it.
All right. And I will not be taking hell mode, I don't think.
You're a coward.
Tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Goodbye, Father.
The folks should definitely tell us if they can hear the line reads and all of that stuff.
To hell with this place.
Alright, so we've got a sword.
Why are you wrecking the place?
Fuck it.
Why are you wrecking the place?
Their dad sucks.
It seems mean and unnecessary.
Fuck it. So we got a regular attack, we got a dash, of course, and we've got a strong attack.
Yeah, more like, hey, these nuts! Medu's voice was a little quiet, yes, I did notice that.
Okay.
Again, and impossible to know before, That's the pyre music.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I know they're the same devs. Okay, it's a little loud, I think. No. hard balancing act. But I mean, like, specifically, this is a Pyre track, isn't it? Or is this also in Hades? I'm listening to that being like, oh, we're gonna play football now.
More War Thunder leaks. Always.
Heck yeah.
Alright. Oh, let's run through. Alright.
I'm leaving. Try and stop me.
So, like in most of these games, enemies will flash before they attack you.
So sorry, Yami, it's been a comfort here for them.
So you're currently in Tartarus. Every area kind of has its own set of enemies. These guys are really annoying because they'll try to get away from you and cast spells on you. And I'm not here for that.
Mm-hmm.
Might be able to see there we are able to bounce enemies into walls to do extra damage to them.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna have to do more fiddling. His voice is definitely lower than the sound effects, I think, are like perfect volume.
Yeah, right.
It's probably like the master volume up a little bit, sound effects down. The music I think is okay. I think it's really the sound effects down a little bit. Try that?
We'll give it a shot. Again, this is going to be a lot of active balancing.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Hi, Athena.
Alright, so this is the basic way that the game works here. You get boons from gods and other upgrades in each run, and you use those to, like, power up your thing, and they kind of determine, like, how your thing does. In general, you'll get boons that affect your main attack. You'll get boons that affect your cast, which is that red crystal that I can throw at people. And you'll get boons that affect dashes and a few other things. So your dash, like, basically does a little bit extra damage and gives me projectile immunity, which is what deflect is. I think actually it's general immunity from things and, like, send things back. So, all good things. I like attacking. That seems reasonable.
I know you can't hear me all the way where you are, goddess, but thank you.
You will sometimes find money in, like, pots and stuff, which is why I suffer not a pot to live.
Wow.
I know,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Terrible, aren't I?
I know, no wonder Dad doesn't like us very much if we wreck his shit all the time.
All right, this is a spike panel. You step on it and it will put some stuff up soon. But you can use that.
To hit enemies.
Yep. You do also have a charge attack. That big stab I do there.
What we're saying is we're not playing football.
Not so much, no. I mean, I can kick it back at them.
Have a nice death.
All right. So that's darkness. That will come up after this run ends.
Okay.
Also, when you're here, once you've completed the room, the traps will deactivate.
So, Dad is Hades, the
Our dad
titular,
is, in fact, Hades.
the titular character.
So we are Zagreus, the son of Hades, real figure from Greek mythology. We will learn more about his story as we go on.
When we die, does it throw a bunch of bears at you to kill you?
I don't think so, but I also don't know because I died a lot more easily than that in my first ever run. May shock you to learn. Those crates will explode. I did kill one of those guys. I will tell you, there are much worse versions of this enemy.
Yeah, I assume there's much worse versions of every enemy. Oh, it is possible to beat this game on the tutorial run? Interesting.
Coin from from the dead.
All right, so these are the in-run currency, Chiron's Obols. They will be surprise tools that will help us later. Also, you can still blow the pots up and get yourself killed while you're going around the rooms, so be careful when you're swinging.
So I was wondering, because we discovered that Inscription extremely does not want you to beat it.
On its first, like,
first
run.
or second
Yes.
run. And it will slam bears in your face to literally stop you.
Yes, Inscription will extremely story-gate you.
Which was so funny. I was just curious, because some games do that. When you start in media res and you start in the middle of
Each exit
a
is
run,
its
it
own
kind of makes sure to kill you. Hello, Dark Souls.
Yep. Alright, so we now have a choice between an ability upgrade and another Olympian god whose ability we could get.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, God sounds fun, right?
Alright.
You're gonna make me do all the choices. You are going to flail a lot of runs, then.
Oh no,
Just saying.
we're going in the, as little info as possible kind of phase right now. These big guys will do basically,
It could be funny making me
big
make
hug
all
attacks.
your choices for you.
we can certainly do runs like that. Okay, so that's a new type of thing. Those are enemies with armor.
Yeah, it was yellow, yeah.
A divine arrow.
Alright.
There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I heard about you.
I thought it'd be Artemis.
It is indeed.
Others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
I like her birds.
Alright, so this is Artemis. She has, her mechanic is critical, and basically, like, when you play with her boons, you try to, like, stack as many critical hits as you possibly can.
Interesting.
So we've got the dash strike, which is my jump and stab thing. We've got the making our cast seek foes, which could be interesting. Basically, up the damage and do a critical. And then there is any damage that you deal has a chance to be critical, which can like really go.
And it's like 2%, so it's kind of.
Yes, you kind of need to be getting a lot of hits in for it to really start going. True Shot seems pretty reasonable. So the cast already does seek to an extent. We've kind of seen it bend. This will make it do it a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, sure. 10%. I like 10%. Critical.
Yes, 1 in 10 shots will be 210 damage, which will kill most things around here.
Now, of course, if you love your dash strike, that doing 50% on its face is a lot.
Yes, there are ways that you can make that very funny. Alright, so I believe this is another permanent reward that we're going for in this next one. So also, worth noting, the way that our cast works currently... it will stick inside of enemies that we get, like, until we kill them, or eventually it will pop out on its own. But if we, like, if we don't kill them, we can't cast again, basically.
A chthonic key.
Chthonic key.
What is this?
Fuck your pots, Dad.
It's pretty hard to resist turning him into a sword master. It's true.
Indeed.
I love me my crits.
Alright, so we can get more cash, or we can go to the store where we can spend cash. What do you think?
Okay, is 177 a good amount of money?
It's a little bit low, but we would be able to buy at least one thing
Okay.
from it. I mean, it's not a bad thing to do.
I mean, I like the shop. It's just a matter of can we buy anything. If we can
Yeah.
buy something, then I know I like the
Yep.
shop.
I will also say I don't remember most of the prices off the top of my head. We
Sure,
will
sure.
get a pretty good feel for them as we go, though. And hey, we got to meet the shopkeep.
I think I hear the river. Charon's shop.
It is, of course, Chiron.
Hi.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale? Then I'll just have a look around.
Funnily,
The infernal wares of the Stygian boatman Charon lie sprawled about, available for sale to whomever would be willing to quench the boatman's great thirst for riches.
I thought that was the same narrator.
yes, this is Logan Cunningham, the VA for almost all of, like the guy voice in pretty much every single Supergiant
we can't
production.
afford the big boy thing, whatever that is.
Indeed. Alright, so this is an upgrade. This is a boon from Athena.
Ooh.
And this is some healing.
Ooh, I
20
love a
health.
boon.
We'll take another boon
I
from the
love
shop.
a boon.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
It feels unseemly to make contact from that most unpleasant boatman's stash of ill-gotten wares. Nonetheless, this was an opportunity.
The Olympians mostly don't like Charon very much.
I mean, they're Olympians. They're assholes.
Correct.
I know this going in. Your
So-
special is stronger.
Special is the big slam that I do. Dash is, of course, the dash. And then we can also take less damage.
5% is.
The special deflecting could be quite decent. Dash is also always nice to have, because it's like, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yeah, your dash,
It's to get you out of danger button.
yep.
But I'm good with this. I could start using that a little bit more.
I like that.
Generally, your builds will tend to focus on one or the other, or often, like, you're doing one effect with one thing and you're doing another effect with the other and have them synergize with each other. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in the builds, and as we go along, we'll kind of explain how
Sure.
they tend to work.
60% damage seems nice.
Wisdom guide me.
Yes, we also can kind of read up stuff about the gods, goddesses, and all sorts of stuff like that. I know Divine Dash is generally considered quite good. As a defensive ability, the ability to deflect is like really, really strong. There is another Athena boon coming up.
Heck yeah.
That little skull means that it will be a stronger wave of enemies.
I know there are bosses in this. And I've seen a couple. I've seen
Yes.
a couple of the bosses you fought.
Yes, these are the mini bosses. These guys.
Woo!
A big thing about armor is that enemies will not get their stuff. Will like not get stopped by you,
stunned?
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think the big thing here was deflecting those bombs. But yeah, you can see I can basically stun lock him once he's out of the armor. All right, we're in a lot of danger here, but you know,
You living?
I accept this message.
we're not dead. So there is also a rarity system with boons.
Oh.
Rare, epic, and then legendary are basic, or I think there's heroic is the high thing. Is basically how they basically just give you better bonuses. And so a lot of times when you're trying to do like proper runs that beat the game, you're really looking for like epic specific abilities and will like re-roll for them. I think it's fair to take Divine Dash now. It is worth noting that most gods and goddesses that you can do or that you can take abilities from have like a secondary status as well that builds off of their existing one. So Exposed is basically a backstab mechanic that Athena has that I don't know if it's amazing. I don't know how much. I guess 63% there. So it's dependent on Blinding Flash. Yes, and there's also Revenge abilities, which is also pretty good. This could get you out of a lot of danger. I will say people have tier lists for all of these. I don't know most of them. I half remember the builds that I liked doing, and we don't even have the weapon that I tend to use the most.
Sure.
But I'll take the Divine Dash now, especially with it being epic.
Strength of the goddess.
Yes, we have a.
Does that make it stronger at epic level?
Yes, so it's doing more damage.
I can fight.
I don't know if there are other bonuses.
They're armored.
You got my crystal. Yeah, a lot of the time you really want to focus on the unarmored ones or like getting one armored guy down. See, I think I would have been hit there except that I dashed and deflected the attack.
Ah, ooh, we got Gribbly droplets.
Yes, we've collected a few of those, and that's basically an out of battle resource.
Okay.
Witches.
Ooh, it's already a more annoying version of this enemy.
Darn it, it's witches.
Woo! I am in danger.
Phew. Let me see.
Alright, so this is a health up, permanent.
Ah.
I should probably
Yeah, we
go for that if I
Yeah,
can survive
yeah,
this.
if you can live, it'd be good. Yeah. Good
We'll
luck.
see.
You got this.
You can also use your special out of a dash. Woof!
All right.
We are at 2 health, but now we're at 27 health, so it's fine. Alright, so we got another shop and an Athena buff. The shop would be some healing, but we would have to pay for it, and you generally don't want to do that if you can manage, obviously. Yeah, exactly. We left with more health than we started with. So we could potentially go for another Athena boon.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, let's do it.
We are getting money from each enemy we beat. It's not too much, but, you know, it is something. Ah, okay. Right, this makes sense.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outer.
Oh, are we about to go a boss?
We sure are.
All right.
Terrifying dangers far beyond the underworld princess reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Yes, so we are still at the edge of the river
So
Styx
he's
here.
hearing the narrator, right?
Correct, yes.
Like that fucking guy narrating my life at me. What a jerk. What an asshole.
Name of Hades.
Yeah, you'll generally get a, like, open room before the thing. If you're keeping track of your floors, you will kind of know it's generally the same, but I don't. I'm very smart.
Brilliant repulse. Alright, if you like to deflect.
Yeah, that definitely seems quite good. The exposed with, like, the extra damage is pretty decent. Revenge, like, giving me some more invincibility. I think you do have iframes when you get hit, but I don't know how much, and this would probably give more, so they're all decent. This is definitely good against enemies that are projectile, when we're playing Tohu in this. I'll go with it. Alright. Well, that looks fun.
Well, this is awkward.
Ah!
Halt, Asterius. Not one step further.
Hi!
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Yes, Zagreus is actually voiced by Darren Korb, who is the sound director of Supergiant Games. So he was the one who was like getting everyone in the room to give their performances in the first place, and it turns out like he's really good as Zagreus.
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
Painful?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
A man after my own heart. I'll make you hurt.
So she will summon buddies. Ow.
It hurt, Meg. It hurt. Surely did.
I didn't quite get out of the way in time. Well, I'm good enough at this.
Your first attempt got to a boss. It's not bad.
Exactly. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not exactly, like, if anything, I don't want to go, like, too fast with it, because there is kind of a dual progression of the story and stuff, and playing through it. There is indeed no escape. We walk out of the pit and back into the main chamber. Hi there.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Sounds like Yakko.
But, hi there.
Dog, 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 dog. Pet, 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 pet.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Oh, yes, he is. Look at him. Oh, he's a good boy. Ooh. 3 heads to pet. Who cares about Dad? Who cares about that guy? Fucking dog right here.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
Oh, only the one head likes to be pet. That's adorable.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here.
He's louder than
alive or
everyone.
Dead.
Yeah, right?
So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Great, loved it.
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
It's good.
He channels me. I love him.
Well, indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface.
Fucking watch me, Dad.
Yourself.
I will.
So yes, Dad is also voiced by Logan Cunningham. They are separate, him and the narrator.
What is it now? I've a mountain of infernal parchment work.
Oh, let's see.
You know.
Despite the circumstances, remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
Hey there, Achilles.
And fear
How's
is
your
pain.
heel?
Take care, Achilles.
The House of Hades, that dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king, is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man.
It's good.
Well, stop being so willful, you little shit.
You have come home. Do not despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with
Ma.
effort and with time. You made contact
At
with the goddess
stepma.
Athena.
Yep.
She shall be true to her word.
I believe it, Nex. I'm grateful that you put us into contact. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
The risk is not to me. I expected the Olympians would involve themselves in this eventually. Reveal to them no more than they already know. Are we understood?
They're jerks, and you shouldn't
Don't
trust
tell them shit.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Then go.
Get the fuck out of here.
How goes it, Shades?
Cause of death? Impalement.
Fair enough.
It'll happen. All right, we want to do new runs. We got to go to our bedroom.
Can we buy any stuff here yet?
I'm back.
We can indeed. So, this mirror here
Darkness.
allows us to spend the darkness that we get. So darkness is kind of the thing you want to focus on early on because it's permanent across runs, and it gives you buffs as you go along.
Oh, what's that key?
So the key is also the keys we've been collecting. Those are also permanent.
Okay,
You definitely
okay.
want to get those as well. So yeah, it's like,
So we got 2 keys and 30. That's not bad.
yep, not too bad. It's kind of tragic that we didn't get enough to get another dash, but Death Defiance is one of the big ones in that you get to, basically you just get an extra half health bar for when you get completely exploded. Chthonic Vitality is not bad as well. There's other ways to heal, but having the running thing is decent. And there is also a built-in backstab mechanic that you can go into. I'm good with Death Defiance. Yeah,
I see.
You get one for easy, and then the rest of them are like,
I gotcha.
maybe take a little bit on that. But yes, this is basically Nyx lending you her power.
Completing the game on
Rah.
base tutorial must be hard as shit.
Rather, yes.
Dead chambers
Those
of
speedrunners are
Asterius
scary.
lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
Who are you, my dad?
Not that bad, is it? Who needs sleep?
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Okay.
The big thing we're gonna want keys for, at least at first. Like, keys are sort of, you want them a lot early on, but I think they kind of fall off as time goes on.
I'll have to come back later.
Don't have much in the way of keepsakes. But, you know, worth noting. But, so we're using the sword right now. There's a lance, there's a shield, and we can unlock the bow if we want. Shall we give it a shot?
Let's do it. Let's have a look at the bow.
There we go. Correct. The Heart Seeker. Let's do
Alright.
some death. Psst, over here. What the? I can escape through that pink window there.
But, a skeleton appears to have appeared. And yes, this is a fresh file of Hades. I've played before, she has not.
Nope. I've seen bits and
Got you,
pieces.
boyo. Name's Skelly. How's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
I love him.
Skelly's wonderful.
I love him.
If you insist.
Ow, nice.
So, basically the big thing about the bow is it has critical hits.
He did have an opal in his mouth, which is a thing. People used to put them
Yes.
in the mouths of the dead as payment.
That's
for
where, like,
Charon.
Chiron's obals in
Yes.
this come from.
Yeah.
So this does auto-aim on enemies, which is really nice.
Oops.
Well, rip Skelly.
I'm not playing, he's playing.
I can't believe Skelly is fucking
I'm
good.
not playing this game. I'd be terrible at it.
Well, he's back. Alright then. So yes, the bow is kind of about critical hits, although you do also have this
Ooh,
on the
hey,
strong
fuck off.
attack.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yes. And you can definitely do some really silly shit with that. I think when I play with the bow, I do love machine gun bow. And yes, there is a person who just recently managed to beat this with full use of the heat system, which was, like, 2 weeks before that, someone put out a video about how no one's ever done it and how it's unlikely someone ever will. We'll get to the heat system after we complete our first run.
Alright.
So it will be a little bit. Alright, well, shall we try a run with the bow?
Let's do it.
I am less good with the bow, I would say. So, generally the way that this will work is the first run you come in, you will always get something that kind of, like, sets the tone of your whole run. This.
Is this really him? Okay.
Zeus? Is that Zeus?
Hmm.
Is that Uncle? Hey, Uncle.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
Yeah, fucker supreme, I know.
Oh, Zeus is so
Zeus.
fucking good in this game. They're all the gods are amazing in this. And
Hey,
like,
Zeus.
oh, it's
hey,
so
Uncle
good.
Zeus. We should call him Uncle Zeus. You'll love it. Ah, lightning
Alright.
bolt special. Your cast is now in chain. Ah, burst of chain lightning. That sounds interesting. And thunder dash. Oh, epic thunder dash. Okay.
Yes, this is interesting. The special definitely has a lot because, of course, this is like, you know, it gets the rapid fire, which means that you get a bonus damage on this. I kind of wish it was the epic, but at the same time,
fair,
it can
fair.
still be something that you like build the whole thing around. The Thunder Dash, of course, you will be dashing a lot. If we had more dashes, obviously it would be even better, but like it's still like 20 damage every time that we're doing dashes is good. You really like, you want to find ways to kind of stack DPS on DPS and play to weapon strengths in this. I think that this is pretty good because like, dear God. Watch me fuck someone up.
Support. Never thought I'd see the day. Or night. Whenever.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Good thing I'm not dead.
No, darkness is good.
You like to see it? As you can see, the bow makes you quite stationary.
Yes, when you're pulling back, you are stuck.
Which I imagine is like, kind of not your bag.
I would think that,
I
but
know you a little bit. But,
you do,
what's the
yes.
trident? Let's have a look. That's Poseidon, of course, but...
Over here.
Yeah, this is the good shit right here.
Back to dust.
Says those skeletons were a big source of pain for me last time, so nice to find something that helps with them.
It's Uncle Number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Uncle Number 2.
Hey, Uncle.
Ahoy there, little Hades.
Yeah, of course, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades are brothers.
First things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Poseidon's usually not the worst, but is he the worst in this one?
He's not the worst, no.
I mean,
but you'll
it's
get
Zeus. Zeus is the worst.
Zeus is kind of the worst, but like you'll get a feel for Poseidon pretty quickly.
Okay. Ooh, your dash.
All right.
Oops.
So sunken treasure is just get random stuff. And it is worth noting the different gods will generally have techniques that use both of them as well. So when you do runs with two gods, you can often get two things. But yes, I mean, I'm potentially taking Tidal Dash. It's a good getaway for me. And you know, with the bow, that's pretty good. It has been a long-ass time since I, like, you know, remembered the things. But yeah, you can see we actually make a pretty big explosion with our dash here. That should be really helpful for crowd control.
To be fair, Hades is kind of like the least bad of the three brothers, which is saying something. And he's, you know, he's our dad and we hate him, so. Zeus is like the worst, always. It's Zeus.
Yeah, look at that damage we put out there. Machine gun bow is a really fun build.
It is to say there is no Greek god who isn't an asshole.
They're all assholes on purpose.
Oh, what's that red one?
That's another god's brand.
Oh, that's Elixir.
Ah, a skelepile. This will spawn skeletons.
Skelomats. He says completely seriously.
You can see one thing I'm not very good at is the critical hits.
Battle. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I was
Sure
right, it was
is.
Ares! Alright, fair enough.
And yet no surprise for someone born in
Ares is a dick.
Yes.
Tell me all about it.
I'm gonna say that about every god, but like Ares is like almost as bad as Zeus.
Correct.
Ooh.
So Ares' big thing is Doom, which is basically timed damage explosions.
Ares is stinky, yeah, for sure. I like the 10% damage boost.
For everything, that's
Doom
pretty
is
good.
Nice, though. What's the
Doom's
at the
decent.
bottom?
So this is basically like probably not for us for now,
when
but yes.
you die, that's Death Defiance, right?
Yes, and we're only currently getting one of these.
Yeah,
as it
that's
is,
not
yes.
super relevant. Either the flat 10% to everything is
Pretty decent,
alright, or how good is Doom?
Doom can be quite good, although on its own, it's got the usual, like, you then have to survive for X amount of time.
Yeah, for it to go off.
For it to explode. It can be really good damage, but...
Yeah, if the 10% was only on, like, attack or something,
yeah.
but, like, it being on attack, special, and cast is, like, pretty good.
Doom basically has, like, you kind of need to find ways to make it go off more. It's definitely one of the things about it. You can do some funny shit with it, but we will find other abilities that do similar things with it that are probably a bit better at it, or better at killing than it is. I think in the minimum, you definitely need something that stacks Dooms, and you don't get that by default. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same thing there. Well, more darkness is good.
That's great.
You're always happy to see darkness, like
Yep,
on your
yep.
early runs.
Numbskulls.
Numbskulls.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
They absorbed my blow.
Fuckers. Do not. So yes, the big thing about armored enemies is because you can't stun lock them, they are a much larger problem to deal with. So you will notice the explosion is where we land here. There are other dashes that do damage from where you start as well.
It's his power.
We've not seen anything to do with these tables yet. Oh, Athena on a mini-boss.
Alright, Athena, fuck us up.
Let's go, lads.
You can see where they spawn in, so if you have a build that like can leave like traps, you can
Yes.
kind of dunk them when they come in. See, the health up is only for that run.
Yep. Yes, it is an item that you get for the run. There goes his armor. Ow. So I should probably stay the fuck away from him.
Had enough.
Why, you wield Coronat the Heartseeker. I never took you for an archer, though the power of that bow is undeniable. Use it wisely.
I won't.
Never. Alright, so that would change our cast quite a bit into a kind of fun one. Resist damage from traps can be really useful in some of the later areas of the game, because the traps get mean as shit. That's the
Elysium.
briefly deflect after, so just basically more iframes. We could try out the phalanx shot.
Phalanx shot, sure.
Alright, so this is what this does now. Instead of sticking into enemies, I think it might still do it, but it is much bigger and does a lot more.
Yep.
And, ooh, something new.
Ah, hello.
Your Highness.
Well,
Hi.
well, well.
What's up?
Said, must
Oh,
have
hi,
been
Sisyphus.
off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. Just go about my business now, and you take care.
Alright, so Sisyphus gives you either some healing, some darkness, or some obol. So of course it's like, you know, darkness is sort of the only permanent thing here. Chiron's obol is if you're kind of like, okay, I'm invested in this specific run and this would help me along. Healing, of course, can help you keep the run going for longer and help you find better things. So they're all good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll potentially go for the healing here.
Sure.
Kind of try to keep runs going as I can.
Sure thing.
Yum.
I do love the holy gyro and fries. All right, well, you're doing a good job.
Well,
You're doing great work.
I don't
Sisyphus.
think you have to worry about the Furies bothering you for a bit.
They are otherwise occupied.
Yeah, Max seems a little pissed at us.
Well, a little bit.
I wonder why.
Oops.
Out of my sight.
I would have given it to me. But that is kind of, you can see, like, there isn't that much of a, you know, iframe on your stuff. So, of course, one thing to know about the special is it does kind of have a cooldown. You can't just fire rapidly as fast as you want all the time.
Sure.
You know, like, if I'm hammering on the button like this, you can kind of see,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
after it finishes, I still can't do it again. Even though I will be actionable for the most part. Alright, well, we're at 70 obols, so less than we had before, so we only had some rooms. So this is an upgrade to our abilities. We might as well give it a look-see.
Not really much we can get in the shop other than
Yeah,
heal.
pretty much. Yes, the big thing is I am not very good at the Supergiant Classic timed hit on your bow thing.
Who dies next?
Whoa!
Oh, what a jerk.
You can kind of see those guys have a
They're slamming.
little hit a fox in front of them as well. Guess they go quite far.
Oh, we got a couple of armored lads in here.
These guys aren't too scary with the bow.
Yeah, because you can be very far away from them.
I will often forget my cast exists. Unless I am doing a build specifically about it. So, generally speaking, the first level of a pomegranate is quite good. I think Thunder Flourish is pretty reasonable to level up. Huh, there's some cash.
Wretches.
You can really see, like, each individual shot, the white number is the normal weapon damage, and the yellow number is the electric damage that we're doing.
It's pretty good.
You can see the DPS on that has gone up a bit.
Is that a thing there?
It is, yes.
Oh boy.
Nice. Alright, so this is like a little mini Terran shop. They tend to be like much smaller rewards, and they tend to be for like specific rooms.
Simon 17 life.
Yeah, just go down to 3 for a little bit of money, a little bit of cash. I can honestly, this is a really good price for this.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's quite good. And again, your obol are worthless after you die. So like turning a little bit of that into a lot of dark is good.
Or...
Yeah, you can buy anything that you've got the cash for, so I could buy the other two. It's
that one anyway,
worth noting that it's 6 encounters basically. So if you know you have a boss coming up, it can be good to give yourself a nice like boost on that.
I'd go for it.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea, honestly. Like, if we get out of Tartarus, that's a good thing. Alright, well, keys or darkness?
I think... oh, actually, you might want to go darkness. You're close to 50.
Ooh, true. We might be able to get another dash.
I was going to be like keys, because we
Yeah,
haven't gotten,
keys
like any keys,
Yes.
but you're real close to 50 darkness.
Yes, it should show all the keys we have down here,
Yeah.
basically.
So, like, you're so close to getting that extra dash, which should be really good.
Oh boy. Alright, this should hopefully be the kind of thing that this bow with the lightning strikes does pretty good at. Armor also makes enemies take less damage. Whoops. Okay, not dead. These projectiles will clash as well. By the way, you can't fall in the lava pits, and you can dash across them. 25 is pretty good there.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Alright, well, we get the shop right afterwards.
And we get about money for it. Alright.
Not bad. And yep, this is before the boss fight.
Okay, I would probably... is it an ability up and a heal?
That's an interesting one, yeah. Probably. I would definitely get both of these if I could, but I am 6 short. Agreed, buddy.
To you as well there, mate. Now let's have a look at your supplies, shall we?
But yes, the healing sounds good. Just, again, see if we can't get through this fight. And this will give you, 3 of these things, basically. 14% is pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Like if we were just doing this is pretty good, because of course we've got a few more encounters with 50% more on the cast, but you'll also see that it nearly doubled the first time, and now we're just getting 8 off of it, so 2 to 3 is a pretty big fall off in most level ups. Alright, well, hopefully I can kind of keep Meg at arm's reach. She's generally quite scary straight up. That is an upgrade thing. They will have it. I destroy them completely by thing, but I did remember that is something we're gonna have to
buy later.
To get.
Why he's just smashing pots. Hey,
it's
Meg!
Great. Aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then. You want a taste of this?
So she's not too awful to deal with, but it's very easy for this to get.
out of hand.
Yes.
Make you suffer. Try this.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Especially with that. Oh boy. That's really where deflect comes in handy, huh?
Yes, which we only have on the cooldown here, but you know, it is doing some work. So we're doing pretty good here. He says, a fool. Don't need your shit here too. Enemies will keep spawning, but it can be useful to like kind of just keep them on. Ow. Yeah, that did really good damage to her and, you know, stopped me from dying horribly.
Yep. He is chunky.
Yes, all the bosses are quite large. And have, like, multiple phases and attacks that come in. Incidentally.
Oh!
We got a Death Defiance.
Woo!
Doesn't mean I'm gonna win it.
Woo!
Yuri vanquished.
Alright.
Gotcha that time, Meg.
Alright, and we get this.
Achilles might know what to do with this.
Heightens blood.
Oh.
So the first time that you beat a boss of each area with each weapon, you get that. And that is another meta upgrade, because this game is just nothing but systems upon systems.
Sure, sure.
We're doing pretty good. We're set immediately before disaster.
How did you...
Uh-oh, Dad's mad.
Why me, father?
So whenever you beat a floor, you get a heal. You get another one of these mini shops, and you get the option to purge a boon that you've taken for some cash.
Oh, okay.
I believe you can purge any number of these. I think it's not just one, similar to the other shop. Generally speaking, you won't do this unless you have a pretty good idea of what your build wants to be, and if there's something you don't really care for, or like you really, really think you're gonna need money for something later on. Yeah, you can kind of see these are all encounters. This is honestly not too bad of a thing. I mean, it may cost us the chance to buy something nicer later on, but again, we're kind of just doing this to see what we can see.
Yep.
So a little bit of healing might be nice.
None other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
Yeah, I did.
I barred where I please. That's the farthest I've come. Done.
Alright, guess we made it past part 1.
Tartarus, yes.
Now we're getting somewhere.
This is Asphodel.
Asphodel.
Which, you know, lovely place.
Wasn't this whole expanse once lush and green?
You know. So each area kind of has its own unique sets of enemies, its own unique stuff to deal with.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegathon, whose hideously
Phlegathon.
contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
Yeah, shut your
Only
face.
flame resistant, not flame proof.
So, big thing about this, these are not edges the way that the River Styx was in Tartarus. As you're standing in water, you will get a DPS effect applied to yourself, and the longer you're in there, the harder you'll burn. So, don't go stand in the lava.
Don't stand in the river. You
have to learn how to control where you're jumping.
Bloodless.
Boop. You will notice those exploding barrels are a buttload of damage.
Yeah.
There's some food.
Well, these are not scaling. These are not friends.
Yep. Kind of surprised you got me there.
Yum yum.
Ah, he got knocked away, but it didn't knock him out of his animation. Hi. Yeah, you can see our DPS is already not quite enough to kill off a lot of the basic enemies. And that is just, you know, the way this game is. Your build has to get deadlier and deadlier. Hey, remember when those guys were mini-bosses?
Yeah.
Now they're just chilling here.
Over there.
Well, it will be nice having 2 dashes. Alright, we got an upgrade, we got a Centaur Heart, and we've got Obel. An interesting one. I might lean Centaur.
Sure.
Make myself Meteor. Like, Obel's not a bad choice either. I think we're good on pomegranates for now.
Moving right along.
We've also gotten a decent amount of dark money. What we'd really like is some more keys. We've really not gotten any this run.
Yes. So yeah, when the screen lights up like that, that's me getting enlava'd.
Sure.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Nope. So enemies do also take damage
Yes,
from
I
lava.
saw that he was in the lava, yeah.
And it does actually take you a little bit to start really taking proper DPS, so like, it can be a play. These dudes fucking suck and I hate them. Alright, well the 10 health we're getting back from this has been life-saving, so I'm glad I took it. I have been getting my ass whooped. Oh, looks like it's just one path from here. Here I go, stepping in lava again. You can tell that I'm very good at Asphodel.
Bone rakers.
Bone breakers. Jumpy little fuckers. Jumpy skeletons are the worst kind.
I agree. Yeah, that multi-attack, sometimes you will just stand right the fuck in it and it is horrible.
I feel like the health pickup was worth it.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's worked out for us.
It's doing pretty good. Again, anything that makes the run go longer is good, and like Obel especially. If you end a run with Obel, that's like likely that you missed out on something that might have been able to keep you alive longer. It is sort of funny though, because it's like shops are like some of the best places to actually control your build, and having the money for them is always good. I definitely, like, as I went along with the game, started to like Obel more and more. I think I'll go with even more hearts. Let's just get tanky as fuck.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Organ heads.
Gorgons.
So they will turn your to stone temporarily.
Oh, fuckers.
Big fucker. almost jumped into that. That would have been very
That
funny.
would've been
I
very
would have
funny.
laughed.
That's true. Me too.
Back here, you little shit. That was silly of me. Woof, that was really close to getting me.
I can see why deflect on your dash is so
Quite
good.
useful, yes, because again, you will definitely get yourself into some bullet hell situations. Gorgons are also quite mean for this, like, weapon specifically, with their seeking shots. Alright, another Zeus buff, another Ares buff. Zeus sounds good.
Zeus.
Funny, we don't have anything on our main attack, but also I don't use the main attack super aggressively.
Yeah.
But, like, generally when you do get a God's Boon on it, it will be good.
Of death.
If it isn't the Barge of Death. So each area does have, like, kind of special event fights that will happen sometimes.
Oh boy, those explosive fight. Terrifying.
Those crystals are quite annoying. We actually didn't see their also annoying cousins in Tartarus, but we definitely will. I believe that these guys will make other enemies invincible while they're around, yes.
What jerks.
Yup.
True, the only way out here is death. To you or your enemies, they're not picky.
This is fine.
Didn't work.
These guys are also awful.
Fight in this tiny space, yeah. Everything here, woo!
Got his armor. Woo!
Lord Zeus.
Easy every time.
Alright, Uncle, what's up?
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh man, Chain Lightning can be really, really good. It's also epic.
I like it.
The big thing about Chain Lightning is that it bounces to other foes. That can be good. Kinda wish it was on the machine gun, but hey.
Well, there's a key.
Alright, well, it looks like key's what it is. By the way, if your cast misses, it will just sit on the ground and you can go pick it up. Bro, I am over here.
Do your worst.
Oh boy.
It's Asterius, maybe don't say do your worst. It kind of ends up with us dying. Armored Skullmaker, though, not what you want to see in your life.
Generally speaking. Woo! Still living though.
Unlock a weapon.
Alright, we have
Alright.
3 keys.
170. Potentially go for the shop now.
Yep.
Eventually I will relearn how much everything costs. But I think that this might mean... Yup, that we are heading to the next boss.
Ooh.
Alrighty. We can either get a boon or a key and a pomegranate.
Having Having traversed the flaming river Phlegethon to gain this vantage point, relentless
Oh
Asterius must now
boy.
confront a foe of unimaginable savagery who lies ahead, awaiting patiently its time to strike.
But only for 25 turns.
Dagger's like, I got this.
Spoil the surprise. Old
Yeah.
man.
Alright. So this is sort of the if I expect to get killed option, this is
I
worth
was about
more.
to say, yeah.
This is the
try away.
well, let's make it work kind of thing. I will say it's not like there's one specific Athena thing that I'm looking for right now. Potentially, possibly because I'm like, don't remember what good stuff I would want to make a build with this, but like, we could potentially cut our potential thing and make sure that we get something permanent out of
Yeah,
it.
key and an ability up, I think, will work.
26 health is definitely a little difficult.
Yeah.
Strength.
Alright.
So it's upgrading that lightning strike you got, although I don't know how useful that is in this fight.
Probably not massive, at least in the first version of this fight. Like, just a little more DPS might not be a bad thing out of all of these. This has also got potential, just because, again, that's the thing we're using all the time. We'll give this a shot.
Auron has nothing to say to us ever.
Basically, you'll get kind of like one talk with him the first time you see him in a run.
Hello?
I remember this guy.
Yeah. This
The
is
Bone Hydra, the
Bone
Hydra.
Hydra. So he
I know you
is
don't like this guy.
a big old target. It is worth noting that, like, you, when you do the bow, if you don't hold it for a little bit, you will, like, not quite get the, full thing, but you will do a tiny strike in front of you, if you hold it just barely.
Try to scratch.
Alright, he is impervious. Because he summons buddies.
Armored buddies, I see.
Ah! Yeah, this fight can get chaotic pretty quickly. Oh, hey, we made it to boss number 2.
Yeah,
Not
bad,
shabby.
not bad.
I'll get that Hydra.
Yeah, you will.
Hi.
Owie, looks like the Bone Hydra of Asphodel just stomped you that time, huh?
Wow, okay.
Each of its heads has its own nasty tricks. That must be tough.
Hypnos is amazing.
Oh, he's such a little shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you got murdered again, did you? Oh, hi. Hi, Nix.
Olympus knows of him, bestowing on him all their worthless blessings here within my realm. Our realm. Explain to me how exactly this is possible, Nix. Either your limitless power has considerably waned, or you are up to something.
No.
Do not question my power, Hades. Your son was bound to be discovered the closer he came to the surface. The Olympians are pleased to know they have a distant relative and bid him welcome to their mountain. That is all. Their influence is very limited.
Blood and darkness. Do not speak to me about their influence. I've seen their influence firsthand. You've made a foolish mistake.
Fuck 'em.
You would speak to me of foolish mistakes. You cannot change the course that has been set. Try all you like.
I mean, he's not wrong. The Olympians are assholes. Where's Dog?
The dog's just out on business.
Dog! Pop!
Woo.
Oh! I want to pet the dog.
Oh, we'll get plenty of chances, trust me.
I want to pet the
I've known
dog.
great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances. Fight like I'd fight out there.
I'll give them hell as you once did, Achilles. Though doubtless many of the shades who stand against me first arrived in Tartarus because of you.
We got a thing.
Indeed, it's on our
Did
thing
we
there.
do anything with that with Achilles?
We
yet?
will be able to do something. I don't think it's Achilles. He might tell us about it once it's unlocked. I'm not totally sure. But hi there.
Hi.
Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade.
So this is yet another meta progression thing. We have not seen them yet, but you can also get gems from the underworld.
Okay.
And you can use that to change things about the underworld. That one was for free, but that's really good because it adds healing points. Which is just really good. It also does other stuff. Or like, unlocks more things. So you generally want to throw in on these when you can. Here's the urns that I like. The reason I destroy the urns. So once we buy this, sometimes you will get obols from those.
Sure.
We definitely want this because this is basically the in-game Chivo system, which will unlock rewards for you as you go. But we have not actually seen any.
So it's like Great Hall, West Hall.
So there you can also buy things to decorate the place. And we'll definitely want to do some amount of this.
Okay.
But as you can see, it can get quite expensive. Some seating. We can add new things to our bedchamber. And court music.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off. In utter shambles since the multi-headed Cerberus mourning the missing prince.
Oh, baby! Oh, he missed you.
Oh,
hi.
hey, Meg.
Hi, Meg.
What's the good word?
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Is she always the first boss?
We'll see.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, we can buy another dash?
Yeah, shall we get zoomies?
Yeah.
I do love me some zoomies. So 2 dashes, perfectly reasonable number of dashes.
Is that the max?
Yes. And probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, pick up some of these.
So this is something just useful to get you a little bit extra health. Probably not a bad idea to get 2 of that. So it's never going to amount to a huge amount of healing, but, there's a lot of builds that you'll go with where you will just take random hits. Just don't get hit is the way to beat this game, but it is sort of like, if you do better to them than they do to you, especially as you unlock more stuff in the mirror, that can be a pretty good way to play the game.
Hey.
Hey, Skelly.
What's up?
You look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this and I was looking to score some more.
You come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
Write it down.
I don't know. There's always the invention. Down. You'll figure something out.
Eventually the game does give you an easier way to see it, like which ones you've beaten it with or not, but until you've beaten the game, you do need to keep track yourself. So we have now beaten Tartarus with the bow. The same thing is true for all of the later boss rewards. You might have seen it. It was a diamond that we get for beating the Bone Hydra. And it all works the same way, basically. Alright, well, we can unlock either the spear or the shield. What do you think?
Spear.
Spear. No shields for you.
I ain't no fucking shield.
You can go full Captain America with the shield.
I ain't no fucking shield build.
Baratha, the Eternal Spear, join my pursuit.
Alright, so of course this gives you the thing. It also has a charge attack, which gives you a big smash. You can also throw it and then pull it back to you, which can be a fun way to play things. Got a nice 3-hit combo. There's things you can do to make the spear very funny. There's also this dash attack, which has a little bit more side-to-side range. which is pretty good.
With nothing.
Yeah, you'll notice we're doing 30 damage when we do the combo, and then like only 20 damage on
currently
this.
do anything with our Titan blood?
I think not currently, no.
Fair enough.
The shield is quite good, yes, and you can be very funny with it. So I think we might have a yes, 2 dashes. Ah, yes. Aha.
I can do this.
Just, you know, looking out on Tartarus.
Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg.
Ah, it even tells us the farthest chamber we've reached is 25.
Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that... Alright, let's give it another shot.
We sure will.
It's a good thing we're immortal.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what do we got?
That looks like a Daedalus.
Aha!
Oh!
So, these things change the way that your weapon works.
Oh.
And are often kind of the center point of your build. So, they will essentially change the moveset. There's a set of Daedalus hammers for each build. I've been hoping we get to these today because they have some of the funniest stuff overall. Out of these, I don't tend to use the spear throw all that much. It can be useful for certain things, and it's good to keep in mind.
I feel like the jab or the spin attack, right?
But I definitely like the jab attack, especially because there are things you can do with other Daedalus hammers that make this truly hilarious if you can. Flat 40% on the thing I'm going to be using the most is also just fantastic. So yes, you can see we can hit from like a mile away here. I believe, yes, it also makes this bigger.
We have a bow again.
The prince delves back into the underworld. Its ever-shifting chambers.
That's why it's a roguelite.
His attempts to perhaps map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that.
And yeah, hammers essentially are what control your build more than anything else. When you throw your spear, you do have to recall it back to you to be able to attack again. That can be fine.
Should fetch me something.
Alright, 100 cash. Nice.
I got 100 cash.
Alright, darkness or keys? Both good.
Key?
Definitely good to like unlock things and see what's available.
And
Yes.
the other abilities.
Yes,
stuff.
and later
you
tiers
need
of stuff.
keys
Yes.
in order to use more blood. At least I assume that more stuff in the mirror also requires blood.
Darkness.
I meant dark.
Yeah.
Hades' blood is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark like his soul. But yeah, so I assume if you use 5 keys to unlock the next tier, you then need
More for
darkness to unlock the
yes,
skills.
you basically get the ability to buy things on the higher tier.
Like keys are kind of important right now.
Yep. Yeah, and so the big thing about this is I want to be hitting far away.
Oh, I see that bar is long.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, those are all our mirror abilities that we have right now.
I see it's long.
Alright, Hades or Ares or
Poseidon.
Take your pick. I did not say either name correctly there.
Oh gosh. Poseidon?
Sounds good.
We're using a spear, you know? It seems appropriate.
There you are, you little shit.
Poseidon.
How fares your feud against my crusty elder brother? Big Hades, he is disagreeable with all of us, not just with you. So don't you take it personal and stick with me.
Fair enough, Poseidon.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I kind of like getting just load up on the attack.
And fucking slams them away. Yeah.
Knocking them away is good as well.
Key. I think now you've got the second dash and the first Blood Defiance that keys over darkness are what we're looking for right now.
Yes, at least until we get more things that we find.
Yeah. Once we've unlocked like the next level of mirror and then maybe the next weapon, it's definitely like darkness. But for now, we got unlocking to do.
We sure do. Yes, I definitely played this game a lot to maximize my get stuff. You know, like the long-term gains. Not really anything I'm super enamored with here.
Nope.
Alright, Centaur Heart or Zeus buff. Interesting. Zeus buff does come with a mini-boss attached to it. I think that makes them rarer, someone can tell me. Centaur Heart, like, obviously we do not really have enough health for me to get by the way I play this game currently, but, you know, we'll change that over time. We'll potentially take Zeus.
Let's do it.
You and me.
Big thing about the bombs is that they don't really have the radius that a lot of the traps and stuff do. Like, they pretty much explode as soon as they land.
Yes, and they have like an AoE that's kind of hard to define.
I will say I am already liking the 2 dashes.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Father's legions with Varatha, the eternal spear. The irony must not escape him.
Ooh.
For he long ago stood by my side against the Titans with that thing in hand.
Ooh. They do have a
I was
higher
thinking
quality
that. I was
hits,
pretty sure. Alright, so special causes a lightning bolt. Thunder dash gives you lightning on the dash. And yes, if you get like timed dashes, you get extra damage on top of things. And to be fair, like when you're dodging a billion things at once, this will go off quite a lot. The fact that this is epic, like you always kind of want to take the rarity into account, means it's good. The fact that I don't really use the throw at all, and that I'm already kind of making this build not around that, kind of makes me like it a little bit less.
Then?
So I think that it's interesting because it's like, I mean, I'm always running everywhere. I'm a very skippy little boy. That's reasonable. You will, like I said, do this quite a lot just, you know, by nature of the fact that you are always being attacked in this game. I'll go with Thunder Dash for now. It's also worth noting you can only have 1 boon on each slot here.
Okay.
If we go to a different god and they offer us a boon on the attack special whatever slot and we already have something, it will actually replace that. And it will tell you when you're about to do that, thankfully. Oh.
This thing again.
It's Sisyphus.
Hey, sir.
Each area basically has 1 NPC that these events are related to.
You know, Prince Ed, I'd not expected to run into you again. Not after all.
It's a
this
Prince
time.
Ed.
He did, yes. He didn't hear it the first time.
No.
Company of late is all.
Well, something's just about always a
He's
misstep.
British.
Figured it couldn't hurt to check up on things in Tartarus a bit more frequently.
True, Lightning Reflexes is not a dash ability in the same way that, like, Lightning Dash is, so you can stack it with something else. And that's also something that you eventually start to learn about.
Well, I am grateful for it. I and the old boulder there, in turn. I'm used to going lengthy stretches on my own, but having visitors from time to time would do me well.
Alright. So we're doing great on health this time around. We've actually, yeah, like you get a guaranteed shot before the first one, so if you stack up on cash, it can be quite good.
I got you covered.
And it's a pretty good amount, too.
Yeah, nice.
And we're getting even more.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld, whose lord and master is especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
Yeah, that's Sisyphus.
Yeah.
Lots of wretchedness to go around, I guess.
Absolutely. All right, more money.
Even more money. You know what's better than money?
More money.
More money.
Who's next?
There it is. I was like, where did my crystal go? Yeah, you often have to do some real active prioritization on enemy types. Another 100. They're doing pretty good on money this run. I would agree with that.
There's some darkness, my old friend.
Uh-oh.
Adventures of the underworld, this is your chance.
Hades!
So, this is a survive room.
Dad, fuck you. Fuck you, Dad. Hey, Dad, you ever think about how if he didn't suck, maybe I wouldn't be running away? I'm just saying, Dad.
Almost.
Still, I'm doing pretty good here.
At least I'm picking up some coin.
Enough.
Now to
We are fucking rich.
Alright, we're getting an ability up.
Brimstones.
Ah, here's the fuckers.
There they are.
So I'm not gonna let him do it if I can. But these are some of the most annoying enemies on this floor. Because they do this. And if you're standing in that laser, you're gonna have a bad time.
Good enough to eat.
Alright. Well, I can continue the
Yeah.
main attack thing. Like, and that is kind of the big thing. You really want to be stacking these percentage ups and, like, flat damage ups to really, really massively increase your damage.
Ooh, gems.
Ah, yes, our first time getting gems. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, gems. Making pots drop money seems really good.
Yes. It's not a huge amount, but it is sort of like
but-
nice. Yeah, the big thing is they can't really turn that quickly, and of course they do have a limited range for how far that can go, but like, boy howdy. When you get one that you didn't see and it just kind of gets you in it, it is pain. Yeah, generally speaking, those big guys are just there to annoy you.
Nothing.
They tank hits for other dudes. But yeah, the far away damage buff is good because I'd rather enemies be far away from me in the first place. And the Poseidon buff that I have here knocking them away means that I can kind of play some pretty good keep away.
Shop.
Shove people into the danger zone.
Boon.
Alright.
Got to say, you are a sight for sore eyes there, Charon. So, looks like you're selling. Is that it? You come to help me out?
I do like that he's got like a big necklace of the obols as well. The character designs in this are fantastic.
Oh, boon.
For that.
Alright, Specialist Stronger can deflect. Cast is the big spinny shield. Resist from traps might not be the worst thing to pick up. I believe that it also includes things like lava as well. Pretty much anything that isn't an enemy attack. So it can be pretty useful to have. I will probably buy out the shop here. We have a ton of money right now.
Yep.
Mine.
And you know, 25 darkness is pretty significant at this point. Both good. I will probably, the 1 to 2 is usually pretty good. I mean, this is definitely, a lot. We'll definitely want this, but... just add a little extra. Alright.
Hey, Meg, what's up?
Once again, good to have a long-range thing from Meg. She's a lot more dangerous up close.
There you are again. Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you...
Yeah, why doesn't he?
It's a bit weird.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
Both?
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
Yeah, Lord of the Underworld seems like it has a lot of fucking paperwork, and she doesn't seem like the type. All Hades does is sit in his chair doing, parchment work.
Come closer, Asterius.
No effect.
Ow.
You do not have a deflect. Rather not.
I'm fading.
It does seem difficult to deal with without some way of dealing with this giant fuck off move.
Yes, you can at least run away far enough.
Kill him, wretches. Catch this. I'll make this quick.
And you can also, hit the bullets to stop them.
You're going to pay for this. Run for the little man.
Whee! Ah, dang. I thought I was far enough out.
Touch this.
Poof. Took more than I wanted there, but we did get it.
The ancient blood.
Yum yum.
Yum.
Love me some ancient blood.
Give us a healing flask of some sort.
An Estus flask, you say?
Yes, and these are percentage based, so if you have more health, you'll heal
Trespassing
more.
through your secret hall and going up. Exactly what I need.
Oh.
I might ballsy. I might go for it. It's all my money, but you know.
The yarn sounds interesting.
Yes, this can be a good way to kind of push your build up. Especially when you're kind of aiming for a specific god's power, which you can influence.
The path from Tartarus is finally laid bare. Far above, the heat from Phlegethon, the river of flame, is faintly felt already, even as its dangers lie in wait.
Lovely.
Alright, well, we'll see how this goes.
Good.
Shame I had to use the Death Defiance, but we'll live. It sure is.
Sulfur smell.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. there they persist until the end of time.
Fun.
Or until I crush
You
their
know, we'll
bones to
live or
dust.
not live doesn't seem to matter too much to Zagreus.
More health would be good.
Wave makers.
Wave makers.
They're the dudes who shoot shit at me.
Wave makers, heartbreakers.
I believe lava damage also scales up over time as you're standing, the longer you stand in the lava. Whee!
Don't you make waves with me.
Centaur strength.
Health, please. Alright. Honestly, probably, I don't have that many boons right now, so like, 50 health seems really good for me at this present moment.
Inferno bombers.
See, if you get enemies that like to stand stationary, the lava actually can end up being better for you than it is for them. I'm not getting that back, though. Eventually, your crystal will come back to you. It's on a timer, and it's quite an aggressive cooldown. There it is. That was like 30 or 45 seconds there.
That was a while.
It's a bit. Well, more cash money. This is the cash money run, it looks like. Nothing else to do.
Off we go.
You definitely start to recognize room layouts the longer you play the game. So we do at least have a little bit of like, with the pushback, like it kind of goes through their armor. Or rather, like, you know, it's normally they get
shoves them
nothing.
back,
Yeah, so like, Poseidon's effects generally aren't always amazing at base level, like the knockback, because a lot of the time it's like enemies will be where you are. Ah! We have found an even more annoying version of the witches. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
None of that shit.
Where to?
Shop or Poseidon? Poseidon could be good.
Yep.
Yep. Is a mini boss, but hey.
That's a problem.
That's a big Gorgon head and a big lad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just a don't stay in one spot too long kind of thing.
Yep. They also won't come down until they get like the beat on you.
Yeah.
One down. Ah. I was kind of up against the wall there. And yes, this fight can be absolutely brutal. Alrighty. Or some healing wouldn't be bad, and of course it's gems and darkness, which would be permanent.
I like that.
Cast being better is pretty good, although it is sort of like, you know, always only so much. This can be quite strong if you can do a lot early on. We're not quite a giant AoE yet. I'll potentially take the permanent. Not that I don't have any faith in this build or anything. I mean, it's going quite well, I would say.
Yeah. But nice to get a lot of permanent. Ooh,
hello. This is new.
It is new.
This is another meta item that will be useful outside of the run.
Slam dancers.
Definitely put my crystal in the wrong person, but that's fine.
Sure, I've also never met a currency I didn't like.
The fireballs that come up will make even more lava. So much of the floor can be lava.
Ooh, nectar.
This is a bottle of nectar.
Ooh, let me give to people. Okay.
We sure do. So we've got another Athena, but we've also got the NPC of this area.
Let's do it. I want to talk to someone.
Mm-hmm.
I like talking to people.
Who doesn't?
Who's seen Sisyphus? Who's in here?
What? Singing?
Ooh.
Here?
Come on in.
Okay.
Hey, you must be the Hades kid. How's it going there, Your Royal Majesty? Nice to meet you. I'm Eurydice. What brings a big, important guy like you up to a place like this?
This is Eurydice, the muse.
Hi there.
Carefree muse, thank you.
Just heading out on some official business, past the menacing bone Hydra. Don't mean to be rude, though I'm in a bit of a rush.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun? I'll let you go. But there's one rule in my place, which is nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that? So take your pick. My treat.
Once again, you will get rewards from them. So we've either got up to 2 random boons are upgraded to the next rarity, and so that's like, rather than the palms, it's like normal becomes rare, rare becomes epic, and so on.
That's cool.
Palm porridge is up to 4 random boons gain a level, so that's 4 pomegranates. And then the next 3 runes you find have upgraded rarity. Boons you find have upgraded rarity. So like, this is really good for like if you don't have what you want going up. That can be really helpful for like, oh, the next thing I get's gonna really help me make my build. This is really good if it's like you don't have that many boons yet, which we don't, and you really like the ones that you do have. So like, I could go for making it even better.
I like that. I like that.
Especially because we've already leveled up both of the ones we have right now.
Yeah.
Freshly made.
Yes, Tempest Strike and Thunder Dash, oddly enough, the 2 boons, yes, everything other than Sure Footing. So yeah, this is now rare, and this was already rare, so it's now epic. We do have, 55% extra damage. Again, we're really stacking on our regular attack here. Oh, perfect. Time to do some shopping.
Alright.
See you.
Well, see ya.
Bye. We'll see you again, I'm sure.
We definitely will.
Alright, Charon.
Alright.
So we could...
We can't afford absolutely everything,
No,
but
unfortunately.
I'd be okay taking these and trying to get through.
Yeah, we're 20.
I think we're 350 would be the
short.
total amount. You do have to do some speed math sometimes.
I would definitely take the Poseidon and the health. Yeah.
I think so. I think we have a decent chance of getting through this, especially if I can
Mm-hmm.
tank enough hits. We do still have the Death Defiance. I'm glad I didn't lose that.
Farewell. My plan to get a hold of you via the boatman worked out flawlessly. Honors the might of the sea, then, why don't you?
Why
I'll
don't
give
I?
it a shot.
Why don't ya? Alright. So Rupture is the big one that Poseidon has that you really want. Like, his secondary effect becomes way better as enemies will tend to be moving. And this is also
That's
one worth
interesting,
noting.
yeah.
If you get this Ocean's Bounty early on, it can be a really good run to farm up
Yeah, farm stuff. Yeah.
both metacurrency and just obol.
I like the Razor
But
Shoals.
Razor Shoals is kind of the one we really want to look for, especially because like as it upgrades or when you get rarer versions of it, it gets really funny. But yes, you absolutely do need Rupture to really start getting damage out of Poseidon boons. Still can be really, really good though.
Alright, Hydra time.
Magma and no one gets hurt.
Alright, well we got through phase 1. So generally speaking, you kind of want to just clear them out one at a time.
I see summons some lads as well.
That makes a big explosion. What if I simply choose not to go near you? So I don't believe that those, like, flames can be broken permanently, which is really good because you'll need them to dodge things in this.
Oh boy. Lots of heads right there.
Yep. But yeah, you'll kind of want to like watch yourself to, you know, make sure you're in a position.
And he's not gonna shoot the crap out of you.
Or he is not shooting or slamming, especially because the main body is invincible for this whole, like,
Yeah.
until you beat every other head. Ah, that's it. Those guys turn into dudes. But, you know, eventually there's not much you can do. Like, you know, you do have to... You don't really want to be looking at every single part of the screen here. Still looking pretty good. I simply choose to stay far the fuck away from you.
Alright, Hydra down.
Guide to dude pipeline, absolutely. But we have beaten the Bone Hydra.
No?
For that, we get a diamond.
Take that.
Woo.
Alright, well, not too shabby.
Made it to the third. Nope.
Still there.
Hi, Dad.
Seems that way.
Alright, so 30% health over 3 chambers. Hilarious. We could grab more gems, which not necessarily the worst idea. This is once again the hedging against this run versus
Sure.
collecting more obol. Not too shabby. I've not been valuing obols too
30,
much.
which would get
Yes,
us
that
the,
would also be like good for that.
I guess the pot sleeve
Yep.
money.
And also take a look. I could sell this for 50 if I wanted. I'm not sure if I care to. The other two are not happening, not being sold in any
No.
world. Generally, I don't purge boons.
And check.
There's probably times you want to, especially because, you know, you won't necessarily know what your build is like until you're into it and see what you've been offered.
The fields of
Ooh.
Elysium.
But we have made it to Elysium.
Hi, Elysium.
I'll let
Just
that
need to
scroll.
storm my way through that eternal paradise.
How hard could it be?
The rare heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Yes, it is worth noting, Zagreus' big thing is that his feet are on fire.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yup. Alright, Palm or more health? Obviously more health, always good. Palm would basically be hoping to roll Ruptured Shoals, which we'd have a very high chance of doing.
Yeah, I think so. Let me go for that.
Wouldn't necessarily be massive, but like you'll notice that every 0.2 seconds there, that means that it's like the DPS is actually 5 times what it says on it.
Yeah, every second it's 50, yeah.
More health is definitely good, but I'm good with
I
this.
would try and upgrade that, yeah.
Yes. I would say generally I would value a heart over the palm. Alright. So the big thing about this place is that you fight the heroes of old, and the big thing about this is that when you kill them, they turn into these eyeballs. And if they get back to their weapons here, they can actually regenerate.
Ew.
Yeah, it's terrible. These things make butterflies, and butterflies are horrible. So yeah, when you kill an ancient hero, you absolutely want to hunt down his corpse and murder it.
Delicious.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, 16. That is a 36 DPS increase.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I might go for the cash. I mean, upgrading it again would definitely be potentially good, but...
Money's good.
Money is worth quite a lot in this. Chariots. Oh god, the chariots.
Money gives you the choice between things like a palm and a boon.
Yep.
Or even just healing.
By the way, those helmets over there are traps in this zone.
Mm. Ooh, regenerating traps too.
Whoops.
Barely made it.
But we did make it.
We did make it now.
Alright. Ooh, darkness or keys?
Key.
Probably keys, yeah. Even if it is hard keys. I got a Death Defiance. But yes, money gives you flexibility, and flexibility is huge. These guys basically got our build going on.
Yeah, but we're better at it.
A little bit. Nice. Armored bowman. The bowman can be really annoying. Alright, I'm dealing with them pretty decently, and we did get an extra key out of that, so that's good.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. That unlocks another weapon, the shield.
Ooh.
What's that one?
So that's a new god.
Oh.
Strong bows.
I can't really tell what the symbol is supposed to be.
It'll be pretty obvious once
Once we meet him?
Yep.
Her?
You'll see.
No, there's a chariot there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see him either. Get the fuck out of here.
Sound. That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of
Oh.
Hades,
Oh, Voice of Luck, thank you for the raid. We're playing Hades.
Yes,
so we're
thank you
just
so
meeting a
much.
new god, and I guess it's Revelry. Is this Dionysus?
It may just be. I have realized I didn't put the stream alerts
Oh, the alerts aren't on.
on this OBS scene. My bad. But hey, thank you so much and welcome everyone. We are playing Hades from a fresh file.
Hey there, Zach.
Dionysus.
How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot.
I love him. I mean, he's a jerk too, because he's an Olympian god. But
I mean, he's
love
also a jerk
him.
because he's Dionysus.
Yes. Special inflicts hangover.
So, Dionysus is poison. The
Oh.
big thing about him is that poison can stack, which means that if you have a big multi-hit weapon...
Oh, there is it.
There it goes. Oh, I guess it is in.
I just
Weird how delayed
took
that
a while
was.
to go off. That positive outlook is interesting.
Yes. So, like, Dionysus does have a lot of these kinds of effects, which is, like, healing back up, or...
Yeah, the thing didn't come up. It's probably... Oh, yeah, it's way down at the bottom. Meta background.
I think that's actually, like,
is that
not
thing?
even the one, yeah. I was kind of surprised it even played, because I do think I didn't add the correct one, because it's, like,
Yeah.
the alerts
Yeah.
that I forgot to add, because I'm very smart. But, we'll get it. Anyway, so yeah, like, it's definitely, Hangover is really good if you can get enemies up to max stacks and keep them there. And there are, in fact, ways to get even more stacks.
Do never use your special.
Yes. It's also, like, not a great special for it. A really
Yeah.
good special for it is actually the bow one, because all of those hits can inflict Hangover on their own.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But I think I'll take the 20% damage resistance at 40%. It also means the more health we have, the better, because, like, that raises the threshold at which point we start taking less damage. Seems reasonable. But yes, I like Dionysus builds a lot, especially with the weapon that I tend to play with, which we still haven't seen.
Ooh, Zeus? Or an
Zeus is
upgrade?
potentially good. I don't remember if the upgrade gives us, like, if upgrades to positive outlook. I guess it's more damage resistance, because I think it's the 40% listed is set, basically. We'll go mini-boss and get our asses kicked.
The Bull of Minos.
Hello!
Hi!
Bowels of hell.
Worth it. Worth it.
Agreed on both counts. Just passing through, so if you'll excuse me.
I will not. The champion of Elysium would never back down from such a contest. Neither will I.
Here's Asterius.
Hi.
Wait, you're not the champion of Elysium? You're the Bull of Minos. I can't imagine who's even stronger than you. Is it Heracles? Tell me it's Heracles.
It's always Heracles, isn't
I will not. You talk too much, short one. Come get destroyed.
You know he's talking to the son of Hades.
Oh, yes, he does.
He doesn't care. He don't give a fuck. In fact, he hates you.
I don't think he hates us, but, you know.
Ooh.
It can be a little hard to get him into walls, but that is kind of what you want to do. And more than anything, you just want to stay way the fuck away from him.
This is a mini boss?
Yep. Oof. Okay, he starts getting those,
Prepare yourself.
Ah! Damn.
It downtowned you.
Yeah, I didn't think that would go on that long. For reasons. Not too bad, though.
It's rather hard.
Mm-hmm. So we can give the ambrosia to, or the nectar to anyone we want, really.
Dog.
Anyone who's around.
Dog.
It's usually
all right.
Can we give it to dog?
Over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier.
Oh.
Look on my face when it wasn't you.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the DPS in this build. I was sort of hoping for a specific hammer there.
Glad to keep things interesting.
But yeah, we can in fact gift to Cerberus.
Yes.
Holding up, boy.
Pup.
Eating
Pup.
well lately? All 3 mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
I love him. Who's that good boy? Who's that good boy?
Not everybody knows exactly how to give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy?
Yes, yes. Oh. Oh.
But yes, let's give our nectar.
Yes.
Look what I got for you, boy.
Or some nectar. Or some nectar.
Cerberus's head receives the prince's gift. Another muzzles something back into his hand.
What do we get?
A keepsake, the spiked collar. So the first time that you give nectar to anyone, they will give you their keepsake, which will now let us start using it in runs.
Ooh.
All right.
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
The dog wrecked it.
Oh, I had little choice about that, boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
I mean, I think you should. You're the dog's owner, so I think it's really your fault, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out.
Yeah, exactly. It's your dog, Dad.
I lay the blame entirely upon you. It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
Oh, they're all horrible.
Ooh, the collar's
So
good.
good.
I don't know what any of these keepsakes do. I just want it to befriend the dog.
Well, we shall see.
Achilles is off duty.
Ooh.
Yes, people will come and go.
Well, it's unless there's something better than pots. Oh, the I guess the minor prophecies.
That's probably the one we want to do first, I think.
Well, I don't see why not.
And do we keep the 10 or do we hold on to it?
I'll take another look at what they got.
Use the 10, I should say.
Yep.
That useless bit of parchment.
So infernal shroves are basically after you finish a room, you can get there will be like chests on top of things that allow you to do an extra challenge run for some reward. Can be stones, can be health, can be darkness, that kind of thing. So they're actually pretty good to get. I'm pretty happy to take that.
The world ought to be a little livelier with this.
You think the contractor is going to help you?
And so diamonds, as you can see, we have kept. They can also be used for buying specific things, usually.
Hey, Meg.
Each of our commitments to this house, Megara, there is no shame in yours. And whilst your sisters are away, you bear their burden of responsibility as well.
The little helmets are amazing, yeah.
Am I supposed to keep pretending nothing's changed? This house is cracking at the seams, and no one's going to admit it.
Nope.
Nope.
Dad's living in denial.
Eternally. Although in what condition, it is ours to decide. Our obligation is to keep the house in order.
I know. You're right, of course you're right. I'll do my best. I'll do my best for both our sakes, Nix.
Intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that must be the fated list. The fated list of minor prophecies.
So this is basically Chivos, and as you can see, the Chivos are quite big.
Okay, there's only one we haven't met.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
10 keys for doing that, meeting all of the chthonic gods of the underworld. And then, yes, as we go through, there's both using all the weapons, there is getting all of Athena's buffs, all sorts of stuff from Daedalus in all of the different weapons, because there are so many different Daedalus hammers to take, which is why, like, generally what you'll want to do is take a new upgrade anytime you're offered it. The game will actually mention this, it will mark it off, which is useful.
The fate-abetting prince perhaps believes it was through his own choice that he procured the fated list of minor prophecies, but it was preordained.
No, I chose it.
This determinism thing again.
Now, we don't quite have enough keys to unlock the next one. We can unlock the shield,
if we want, yes.
And get another vitality or some shadow presence or both.
Probably do both, yeah. Because yes, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure 3 is max there.
Max, okay.
So yeah, a little extra damage from behind is quite good.
There.
Nothing else to look over here. Yeah, I really like the way it encourages experimenting. Even if you kind of screw yourself on any given run, like, you know, you're still making progress on things. And I think that's one of the really cool things about this game.
Once in a while, pal, you're gonna see a real fancy bozo try to ruin your good time. You'll know him because he's glowing like a light. But that's his special armor, see? You gotta punch right through it. He's gonna shrug you off until you do.
That's just mentioning the yellow health.
For a good time, beware the fancy glowing bozos on my quest. Check.
We can finally look at this now.
Ooh, yeah.
So, keepsakes are essentially just buffs related to that character. And as you can see, there's a few characters in this game.
And if you use it, it gets better.
Yes, and they do level up over time. So again, encourage you to use all the
25
things.
health
But
is pretty
it's essentially
good,
a centaur's
yeah.
heart to start each
Yeah.
fight. It's really good.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really.
All right, well, do we want to unlock the shield and do one last run today?
Yeah, let's do a shield run.
Let's see what's in here. Aegis, shield of chaos.
Aegis. I mean, of course it's Aegis.
Yep. All right, so you get a nice little meaty attack here. You also get the shield, which which basically gives you invincibility in the front against attacks as it's charging up. And as you can see, it's a pretty big dash attack. I believe there is a thing that gives this a charge too. I will never play with that, damn it. And of course, you can Captain America the shield. Yeah, dash strikes on the shield are also quite strong. I feel like they might also have projectile invincibility while you're doing this, which is funny. The shield is interesting because you kind of have to do specific things with it a lot of the time, but it is quite strong.
All right, back to work.
But let's give it a go.
Oh, it's her.
Ooh.
Oh.
That must be a mess. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Hi there. In the name of Hades.
Goddess of love, huh?
This message.
It sure is.
Why, hello.
Hi, Aphrodite. Oh, tits out, I see.
And so,
oh, tits and vag out.
Oh, yeah.
You interested?
You get banned on Twitch.
We sure are. So she gives weak, which lowers enemy damage. Hubba hubba.
Mm-hmm. She's here for a great time.
So this is actually probably pretty decent here. 80% extra damage on it, and I definitely use the shield special attack a bit more because it's a throw, but it comes back to you on its own, which I like.
And 80% damage is pretty nice.
And yes, like to kind of make up for the fact that she doesn't do like a damage doing, a DPS increasing ability, she does tend to up the damage that you do quite a lot.
Interested? In the power to break hearts? Sure, I don't see why not.
So the shield bounces as well. It can be a little hard to see when those enemies are that close, but if there are enemies close to each other, it'll basically bonk off each of them, Three Stooges style.
Come try me.
Alright, get a little bit of darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to collect you again.
Alright, get some money.
Boink, boink, boink. A little surprised he wasn't in that.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that thing was going.
What do we have here?
The shield also, like one of the biggest differences with its main attack on the sword is that it doesn't have a 3-hit combo. You can kind of sit there and just wail on them. Yes, the big thing is the block. Which can often be really useful when fighting things that need to be blocked. Or like that like shoot big projectiles and stuff at you. Dang. Alright. Ooh, interesting. Probably the health?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not, like, if it was a boon, I would probably end up taking it.
Yeah, boon, absolutely, 100%.
Be the fountain chamber recognition.
Ah. So yes, these are the fountains. They are basically a heal in the middle like we've been getting at the end of each one. And they are a free chamber. They do still move you further down.
A place of calm and respite.
Key, probably?
I think so.
Unimaginable in the underworld.
Don't have enough money to really make use of a town shop right now.
Yep.
And not a moment too soon.
Yeah, a lot of the times you kind of want to go shopping at the end of the first of Tartarus when you can. I am always surprised how far these guys can go. Oh, skull pile, no thank you.
A key for back home.
Useless. You can get, like, armor-breaking things, which can be really, really useful. And then you also do start to get things that have these, like, sometimes permanent, or, like, these special event kind of things. And those can be worth spending, especially if you are looking to see them. Ah, want to go chat up,
Yes, let's do it. Kind of always seems worth... I mean, I think, Eurydice is definitely
Mm-hmm.
She seems amazing.
She's pretty ridiculous, yes.
If I may be so bold, Your Highness, I was wondering, what brings you back around this way again?
Plus, it's a new conversation.
Also, I like talking to them. Yeah, they're cool.
You know, you do get, like, eventually stuck on people's things, and often you'll need to give them nectar to progress, but, like, it's good to push them up to that point.
I will say, his voice is not how I imagine that person to sound.
Yes, it's pretty great.
Look, I have to level with you.
I imagine maybe, you know, he wasn't quite as swole before he started pushing that boulder up the hill infinitely.
So, we are now telling him.
Ooh, that is quite an undertaking, Prince. If it wasn't you yourself proposing it, I'd like to call it madness, truth be told. Though, you're just mad enough to pull it off. Well, hey, I hope you make it. Good fortune out there.
I'll do my best.
Mm-hmm.
I do know who we have to fight to get out of here.
Indeed. Oh, cash money?
Money, absolutely.
I do feel like I tend to start taking money more and more the later the more I play the game.
Well, I mean,
and the later in I
definitely,
get.
when, like, darkness is, like... When you're getting darkness as you go, when you've gotten a lot of the, like, first lower level stuff...
Yep.
That you kind of want to make sure your runs go further.
I should definitely make sure I've got weak on them as much as I can. Because then even when I take random shots, it will not do as much. Mostly you kind of just got to keep your eye on the birdie.
Alright, Ares, what's up, fucker? This guy's a real asshole.
Lady Aphrodite's blessing there already. Love and death together hand in hand. Sounds most agreeable to me.
Alright, a blade
And so,
rift.
there we go. This is how you can see, like, if you've got an overlapping thing. But yes, the blade rifts can be quite good. It is also worth noting that the different levels of Doom will do different damage on the countdown to enemies. So I kind of don't really want to get hit, so I think I can go with blades. That's a blade rift. It's pretty good damage.
It lasts a while, too.
Yes, it will do, like, you know, a bunch of hits on a lot of folks.
I'm having a fun time. He's played this before. I have not. I'm having fun watching.
Good.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of hits. It
Yes.
seems pretty nice. I think it seems better than the lightning bolt,
Yeah, I think so.
which just kind of like crashes down as soon as you leave, and then
Get dunked, sir.
Especially in this room last time when we had the Hades was like, fuck you. Survive for 45 seconds, bitch.
Oops. I was hoping I'd get through him there.
Right there.
Alright, Daedalus Hammer. So you are generally, I don't know if it's fully guaranteed, but you will almost always get a hammer in Tartarus, and you will, I think, almost always get one in Elysium as well. I don't believe the latter is fully guaranteed, though. And those will generally be the two that you can plan for on a run. Armored of these guys are, like, the worst. Because you can't stop their laser by hitting them.
You want to go?
They want to go.
one's hidden talents.
And yes, you can see here, this means you have not taken it yet, and it's relevant to a prophecy that you have. Alright, so Bull Rush so having damage to armor is generally really, really strong. Here would be great if I ever blocked. Not that I never do, but having to build the play through around it is not as good. Bull Rush charging faster is, of course, also quite good, especially if you've got other stuff. I will often take something specifically for the extra armor damage. It kind of means that I will have to charge to fight them, but like 400% is, I will do extra damage to yellow health enemies instead of doing reduced damage, which is
that's good.
really, really strong. It just means you'll get to see me doing this a bit more.
A key.
Yeah, forces it to show up in Asphodel if you didn't get one in the first place.
Yeah, in Tartarus.
My subjects wish to have a word with you.
Hades, you're such a dick.
Cheers for the coin.
Yeah, the big thing about these survive ones is that because enemies will keep spawning the whole time, you can get actually quite a bit of money off of them.
Well, so enemies are coming in the whole time.
Yes.
Almost there. Right.
You waste my time.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we do.
So here we go. So like this is basically do another fight in this room, and the reward will tick down the longer it takes. Want to give it a go?
Sure.
They can be really good because they can give you health.
Get him.
Oh, it's like do it quickly, and then they just kept spawning in enemies.
Yep.
That's quite enough.
That's that.
10.
10's not a bad amount, at least. And hello,
Dionysus.
Dionysus. I believe Dionysus and Aphrodite can be quite good together.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of skulls.
Nothing else, though. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head. I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
That is one thing to note.
I
That
love
they
him.
can they can speak to us, but we can't.
Yes,
we can't speak
yes.
to them here.
Yeah, using a fountain restores all life and gives you bonus damage.
Yes. So like every time you find a fountain, it's a permanent DPS increase. So this is potentially not a bad one. Because it does mean it gives us just the extra hangover damage, and hangover is 8 DPS, and then every tick up to 5. I showed you my boon. Please respond. Wretched, horrible. Well, we are chock full of money right now, so I'm pretty good with that.
And a random item offer from the Well of Charon.
So that would be this. This is basically pay for a random thing. Can be,
Anything?
less, can be much more expensive than that. Alright. Probably Karen here, given the amount of money we got.
Yeah, for sure.
Hangover is we kept renaming the status effect.
Ooh. What's that?
So that is a mystery boon. You don't get to see what god it is until you take the bag.
Well, fuck it, man. I like a mystery boon.
Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Do I?
Mrr.
Mystery. Ooh, Dionysus again.
Hell of a night down there, man. I knew Charon would hook you up with what you need.
Oh, your hanger effects make foes move slower.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this turns your thing into like a area mine that you basically make fog, like a big row of fog until it comes back to you on timeout. And then the fog will, stun everyone every 0.25 seconds, so it's quite strong for that.
Okay.
If you can aim it properly, which I'm not always great at. And then there is hangover effect slowing enemies down, which is certainly good. I'll probably go with that. Trippy Shot I know is generally considered quite good. There's also a bunch of effects that go off of the festive fog, and I think this is really the only way to place it. I'm good either way. What do you think?
What are you making me? What are you making me pick this for?
For funsies.
You're so mean.
I am mean. It's great.
Hangover effects.
All right.
Numbing sensation. Let's do it.
And I'll probably also take a heart while we're here. 125 health, where we were rocking like 50 or 75 last time around. Not too bad. I do think the effects that go where you landed are stronger than the ones that go when you land there, like where you left.
For sure, yeah.
You really did it.
That Hydra was a total bastard, though. Bastards. But you seem practically impressed with me there, Meg. I feel so flattered.
You'll soon feel something else. I don't know how you did it, but it changes nothing. Beg me for mercy, fool.
So, shield's quite good against Meg. Because we can do this.
Yes, dealing with her projectiles is definitely...
As we have seen, is one of my many weaknesses.
I mean, I think he does like the whip.
We will learn, yeah.
That may be one thing I know.
I don't believe shield will stop this.
No.
Because it is an all-around attack.
Yeah.
But she does stand still, which does mean if you can get hits in while you're dodging these, it's really good for you. Really, really good for you. That was a pretty good start.
That was good.
You're gonna get used to seeing Meg. Alright, we are up to 3 bloods.
I'll just be a moment, Father.
Sip. Don't think I want to sell much.
Nah.
Health ones tend to be fairly cheap for what they give you. 20 health isn't necessarily all that necessary with the small passive healing I get, but, you know, worth being aware of.
Check.
Yeah, the only way to see if you've beaten a boss with a thing currently is to actually beat a boss with it and see what shows up on the map.
Hot up here.
Alright, welcome to Asphodel.
Oh, nectar.
Nectar of the gods.
I love nectar of the gods.
I mean, technically not, but you know.
Burn flingers.
I do like that that Zagreus calls out every type of enemy that you see in the game.
Like all these fuckers again.
Ugh.
That must be one of those infernal tropes. batch.
All right. I will say the trove trials that I tend to find best are the health ones because it's like a cheapish way to heal up. Ooh, that's interesting.
Really up for Zeus.
Currently, we've got main abilities on all of these. It may be good to level up some of these. We'll see what we get. As you get more boons on, you will often find yourself, like, not getting the upgrade one you want. But generally, it's still really good. Like, anything level 1.
Hi! Babies!
Yep, little mini bone hydras.
Here they come.
So yeah, like, you will really see that, like, different weapons will, like, completely change what enemies are really annoying. Because you will just have solutions to some enemies and not to others. There's the other one. I was like, I know there's a really weak guy around here. By the way, you are also shielded for the entirety of that dash. If someone shoots you while you're flying forward from the front, you will still get it.
Power of Olympus.
Alright, so yes, you can see we get more hangover damage from that. More damage on the special by quite a lot, and quite a bit of slowdown. All good things. When it's not, like, epic, it's kind of hard to say if this is an amazing one currently, but, you know, not bad. It's all DPS up.
Extra blessing.
Alright. Ooh, Gems or Darkness.
Hello, James, my old friend.
Alright. Neither of them is a bad choice.
No. You've got uses for all of them.
Yes. And now that we've unlocked all the weapons we've seen, we, like, can start using chthonic keys to get bigger stuff.
Yes, ideally we want to see a few keys in order to unlock more mirror stuff now.
Yep. Yeah, you can see we fucking shred that armor now.
Yeah, that was good.
No, you don't. Yeah, like, we're one-shotting health bars out of armor there.
Right.
Alright, Dionysus.
Dionysus?
I think so, yeah. Shop's not bad, but kind of hoping that we can get a dual boon here. We'll see. So boons have requirements for them.
Trouble.
So you can really see the shield is making this way, way better.
And you're blocking the projectile while also doing Mondo armor damage.
Yeah, even though I'm not getting the extra armor damage here, I'm still like, no, I'll take that. Oops. So yeah, that is the big worry. The stone things, oddly enough, can turn you into stone.
And then he stomps on you.
Yep. But we had a pretty good build for this specifically.
And you can gift the gods
yes.
nectar as
Nectar
well.
also goes to the gods, and they will give you a charm for a keepsake for the first one. All right. Ah, yes, and then there's this where, like, you'll heal, or sorry, you get more max life. So nectars become combination nectar and better centaur hearts for this. Both quite good. That's also a way better festive fog, so like it'll do 140 damage and inflict stuns on that. Both really good. I mean, Nectar we will always be happy to see more of, so like getting one's good and making it so that they're really good to pick up is also quite good. Trippy Shot's also quite strong.
Yeah.
Kind of good with either. Nectar?
Nectar.
Befriend more people?
Yeah, befriend more people.
I do tend to find, especially early on, I like doing that.
Perfect.
But yeah, getting even more health is
like
good.
30 health.
Yes. And that's because it was epic. The amount of it is what changes with the strength of the thing. I'm liking this build. But yeah, shield definitely can help with a lot of things that are like really annoying to deal with. Well, somehow I wasn't in the lava there, which is a little surprising.
Yeah, you ended up in a little weird place.
In a nook, you know? To my right. Yeah, against stationary enemies, the blade rifts are ridiculously strong. If they're gonna stand in it.
I accept this message.
Alright, so yes, you can basically get a blade rift straight out of your cast. Blade rifts last longer and pull in, which is quite good. So yes, you can see like these ones you need to have a blade rift giving boon in order to be offered them. So this makes it bigger, which is really good. This makes it, you know, better as enemies attack us. Like, both of these are quite good, honestly.
I feel like the pulling enemies in is
definitely
like.
quite strong. Yeah. You can make entire runs based around blade rifts, I believe. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. If there's ever time for a nectar boon, it's as soon as possible. You need so much nectar early on, and getting incentivized to take it's good. I think the key, yeah. We definitely want to pull more abilities, yeah. But yeah, and like your, you know, attitude towards various rewards will change as the game goes on, as you have specific things that you're looking for. But yeah, given that we are literally always putting out blade rifts.
Yeah, having them like slurp enemies in is really good.
And of course, because it spawns where you ran from, where a lot of enemies are trying to attack you from in the first place, it's like, you know, it's just really, really strong. But yeah, being able to shield and wait stuff out is really good. It also feels really good taking like the mega shots of those witches head on and just not taking any damage for it. Whee! 2 keys. That is 5. Perfect. Alright, Palm, Centaur, or Shop. The Shop is probably the pre-learny shop, so I think that's probably pretty good for us. 273 should get us 2 things.
Yeah, should at least get us 2 things, yep.
Alright, well, you could get an Aphrodite buff. So, this does not let you choose the upgrade. It just picks a random one and does it, but it tends to be cheaper. Shall we see what we get?
I'll take this one.
Alright. Even more max health.
Dying Lament.
Yes, so this is really good in big enemy type stuff. And Inflicting Weak is good, you know, make us a bit tankier. We're already playing a pretty tanky build here. This is great early on when you haven't gotten a bunch of health, although it can still be good later. We're pretty high health right now, so I think this is probably pretty good. This would make the nectars also better, of course, because those would stack.
Yep.
But I like this. Just get a little extra in there, especially in this upcoming fight where there's a lot of enemies going on. I might take both of these.
Both, yep.
Why not? Give me a better boon.
That gave us better blade dash. That's real good.
Right, yeah.
As we have already seen. A lot of the times it's good to hold on to a bit of cash for the next one, but also like You're mostly guaranteed early on. Yeah, you can really see that blade or that that armor damage. Like honestly, I prioritize having the armor quite like armor breakers quite a lot. Oops. You can kind of see that, like, you know, when you've got enough health, it's not nearly so bad to take a few hits here and there.
I feel like slamming in and then leaving a blade dance.
Yep, it's really good. Yes, that's why I am running into him so aggressively.
It's doing work.
Yeehaw! I want that one to die, please.
The three of them all there is rough.
That felt pretty good. No concept of where my thing has ended up, my cast, but it's fine. Here it comes. Probably out in the lava somewhere. Doing the triple bounce now. Do love that too. And there we go.
Alright, down with the Hydra again.
Good, no more heads.
And another lovely diamond. Shield's going pretty good.
Off to taint Elysium again?
Taint.
Fuck off, Dad.
The move speed can be very funny sometimes. But I think we're good.
Any boons we'd want to kill? I don't think so.
Probably not.
The trade.
Sometimes you will, like, just be like, oh, hey, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I forgot I even had that. But usually it's like, eh.
Nice and cool up here.
Not on fire. Ooh.
Oh, what's that? Is that a god we haven't met yet?
That's a god we haven't met
Alright,
yet.
oh, of course, it's the wings. I know who this is.
Oh boy.
Babies!
So, these things will just suicide on you. Also, those arrows are the bane of my existence.
Yeah. Suicidal babies.
So yeah, this is kind of what I mean about the butterflies. They will absolutely fill the field.
Gust of air.
Alright, I wonder.
Batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes.
I'm not sure he would like it being a Batwing, but.
Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Hi, Hermes.
Oh, I love Hermes.
Can I have your sandals?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have your sandals, Hermes?
Yes.
He has a Bulbasaur in his backpack.
Does. Adorable.
I think it's reminding me of a frog, but that is a Bulbasaur.
And yes, I was gonna say, Zag has never seen a bird.
Oh, of course! Of course, it doesn't have a reference for birds.
Yep. So, hey, Hermes tends to give you movement and, like, kind of general utility buffs. He is really, really strong with that. You can get a lot of money from him. You can get, like, kind of health back for getting hit. You can get, like, speed buffs for getting things. Hermes is never going to sort of define your build, but you will almost always be happy to get a Hermes type buff. Maybe we can do a side hustle. We make some deliveries for him.
We'll make some money.
But yes, there's some really, really good boons in his set.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Yes, and Hermes does not have
Hammer.
anything that does anything for your stuff. And yeah, Hammer is real good. Yeah, no shared slots whatsoever on Hermes slots as well.
Chariots.
Ah.
I can see why the arrows are your bane.
Yeah, they're not great.
How many more of these are there? No, you don't.
On the plus side, when they do hit enemies, they do mondo damage. Hitting enemies with traps is a very good way to deal with them. Alright, your attack hits twice but does not knock foes away. That's quite good for putting on stacks of poison. Charge Flight, hold special to throw for up to 200% base damage, so a charge on your shield throw. And after your special hits, your next 2 attacks... so that's like mixing in both shields and smashes. Both good. Yes, and we've got Bull Rush there, so it's kind of doesn't really touch any of these other ones. All really good. We're definitely schmoovin' right now. Obviously the attack ups for 80 damage is quite large, although obviously that's like 2 times hits, which is also quite good. I do have good effects on both my special and my attack, so like that's quite good. It also, I don't know if it buffs the Bull Rush. Someone can tell me, but if it does, that's actually really, really good. Let's give it a shot. But yeah, you will almost always take Daedalus Hammers when you see them. Ooh, given we're low on health, it's kind of hard to make this choice. I'm probably going to try for this and pray. We'll see if it bites me. Yeehaw!
Olympus, I accept this message.
Any euros, please? It really wants to give me Trippy Shot. Okay. For damage while 3 or more, bonus damage while people are hungover. So that's really good in random encounters, less good in bosses. Still potentially quite good, especially since Trippy Shot is the lower version of it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
It'll be really, really good on all the floor clearing stuff, which is often my bane. Alright. Ooh, mini-boss him, or, like, we're definitely better against mini-bosses with this, with the extra armor damage, because some of the biggest things against mini-bosses are often that you just don't get the, or, like, that you have to power through armor. I'll go with this. Might meet the bull again.
I was gonna say, it's gonna be the bull again.
For further battle.
We sure do.
Short one? That's a low blow, sir. I thought you were the big honorable type.
You mock my sense of honor. Common tactic. Now prepare.
So yes, we are much better at dealing with that. You gotta be a little careful about that one. Because if it does go past you, it will be a problem for you. So yeah, that was a case where I was over to the side there. Ah! I was trying to hold there to shield and it didn't go great.
This guy is mean.
Actually, a little surprised that one got me. Oops. That was my bad. Ah, I was doing really well there.
Yeah, you were doing really well, yeah, in there, yeah. He's mean.
He's quite a big tank. If you don't have like massive DPS, it can be quite difficult to take him down quickly. You definitely have to get quite good at doing the dodges on him. Ah, that was so close. Well, we'll look around the house and finish up there.
Yep.
Wow, I can't believe you took on the Minotaur. No way! No wonder you're back here. Everyone knows that he's unstoppable, especially me. Hey, next you run into him, could you get his autograph for me?
No.
Oh, Hypnos.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
Spirits of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
Not me. Fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Get out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Ah, here we go.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
I'm grateful.
This is basically the character compendium. A nice thing to know is that you can get like information on boons and stuff in this as well and see like what does what, so it's quite useful. There's quite a lot. As you can see, we've taken boons from a bunch of boons from Athena, so it's got a bit more information on it. And it's also worth noting that it will tell you if you've given
Now
nectar to them.
We could give one to Achilles.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Achilles. Look, this really isn't much, but here.
This really is for me? You beat me to it then, as I had meant to give you this when next we spoke. Please, take it.
Alright, the Myrmidon Bracer.
A full sword master.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, that'll give you more with that. You also get more in it as you go along.
Pat the dog.
Of course.
Here, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these.
Yeah, we're a good boy.
Do not let him Cerberus.
Shut up, Dad.
You call my chambers a mess? Look at your desk, Father. Whatever happened to your court musician, huh? Where's his sentencing parchment work? Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command?
My desk is far more organized than you, boy. And if you're so concerned about our court musician, why don't you commute his sentence yourself? Seeing as I
Court musician, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, happy to oblige. I'll just ask the house contractor since you're too busy. Contractor, mind locating the court musician's sentence when you get the chance? There we go.
Ah, 1 diamond to free Orpheus.
Mm-hmm. Seems reasonable
Let's
to do.
it.
In the name of Hades, I commute our court musician sentencing effective now.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Alright, we mostly have most of the same stuff. I may wait to get this.
Yeah,
We're quite close.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment. And so I have returned to serve your
Is
father
that
here.
good or bad?
Better than nothing, I guess.
Better than whatever punishment you were getting, I guess.
Look, don't get on Father's bad side like that and you're going to be fine. Besides, right now I think he's angry with me.
Gothius.
Yeah, love her.
Happy for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
It's all right. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
Right.
Pack's broken. Ooh.
Yes, we can't do anything with the lounge just yet.
Packed break. I mean, Cerberus wrecked it.
That's true.
That's true. Went?
Hey, Meg.
How was it up there, Zagreus? Within Elysium? You'll have to tell us all about it every time the greatest strike you down.
You've never been there, have you? It's lush, is that a word? Feels closer to the surface. Closer to the sky.
How poetic. You could have visited as part of your responsibilities. Instead, you trespass.
Yeah, I do.
Wrath of fallen champions in service of your father.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, fuck my dad. Hate that guy.
That's
A
true.
real piece of shit.
Has been fulfilled.
Alright, so yes, we've now met all of these gods.
Free nectar.
Family seems an interest.
You will notice that Hermes is not on here. 80 gems for that. That's fun.
Ooh, well that means we can buy some shit.
Indeed.
We have enough keys.
Yes.
We've gifted Cerberus and Achilles so far. Boiling blood.
Alright, so this is a nice, this is a useful thing to have for like when you want to throw your crystal into an enemy and then hit that enemy specifically to get bonus damage on them. It's another multiplier. You can also get multiple casts so that you don't have to just kill the one enemy that you have, or even just so you can get a big burst out of it.
that.
Both good things. We will be upgrading the hell out of Boiling Blood. And it is 10 to get to the next one. Shadow Presence isn't bad. Like, you will backstab enemies quite a lot, and having it just on all the time without having to take other boons is always good, is just nice.
Okay.
Alright, I swear we'll finish.
On my authority, I'd like it if you did this job for me. Is that all right?
What are you prattling about now?
Ooh, we can make it greater.
Even bigger.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
fuck it.
yes. 10. That's pretty good.
I love cash.
Next time out there.
And superior.
Even bigger.
Nice. I like that.
And it looks like we've gotten enough in the put enough stuff down that we can.
Oh, we can get scrying pool. Ooh,
That seems like a good
let's
fun.
do it.
I swear we're gonna finish stream.
No,
I
we're
promise.
not. We're never going to finish and know
This
it.
game is gonna get a little weird with
You
timings.
know it.
Especially because runs are gonna get longer.
Arms assorted.
My favorite kind of arms.
There's some more West Hall. There's some more Great Hall.
Yep.
Can we give her some nectar?
Orpheus is a guy.
Give him some nectar.
Hey, mate. Here. I got this from my favorite court musician.
Oh my, but you can't simply be this kind to me without retaliation on my part, my friend. And so in turn, I have a gift for you.
You're too kind, mate.
Alright, we get a distant memory. Ding! We'll get a lot of those.
Should liven things a bit.
Wow, cool pool.
A beautifully decorated, subtly enchanted ball containing traces of the hapless prince's past of the underworld now accents a particularly cluttered corner.
Always wanted my own scrying pool. Just need to get
Yes, this will basically give you some run stats. Alright, we'll take a look at these. Oh, and chat up Sky.
Oh, there's a new
Strong
weapon.
enough to smack a guy like me right up against the wall, and I'd go straight to pieces. Boom! You just remember, when you're duking it out, the walls are your friend.
Yes, there is wall bounce damage.
Smack guys against walls. Sound advice as ever, mate.
Those
Ooh.
are my beloved.
Oh, yeah, you like claws. I should have known. I should have known your favorite weapon in any game is the claws.
His punchy fists,
That's
baby.
just what you're like. Alright,
We're all out of nectar,
four
sadly.
encounters to level that up. Then, minus 20 from the front would take plus 10 from the back.
From the heel, yes.
And
then
okay, well
extra damage
that's
to
good
distant
for bow.
foes,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
And of course, they will all level up as we go. But yes, Cerberus, so I believe it
Oh,
will...
can we give Scaly some nectar? We should definitely.
Yes, we actually have a ton, don't we?
Yeah, we have
From
like
a prophecy,
3 nectar.
that would do it. Well,
yeah.
hey, why not? We'll hold on to a little bit, but...
Yeah, there might be some, because we can give it to gods.
The gods as well.
Yeah.
Nice, you're just awful nice, but guess what? I got this for you. Tit for tat, you understand? A deal's the deal.
Cheers, mate.
Lucky tooth. What does that do?
Well... Oops. I hit A. This one can be quite good.
Oh.
It is essentially a free Death Defiance, basically separated from your other Death Defiances. When you look at when you use this one, it has a different icon on your on your HUD than the your regular ones.
I assume the rank up restores more HP.
I believe so, yes, rather than giving you more Death Defiances. Alright, well, I think we should definitely finish there, because God help us.
How does this game save?
I believe it saves basically every time you go up stuff. There we go.
Good.
Every time we change rooms. There we go. Alright, well, we will finish up there. We will do more runs of this on Tuesday, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, can't buy a refill of Skelly's Death Defiance. I believe that's also correct.
That seems pretty good, though.
It is quite strong. I mean, yeah, it's like 50 health also from that is quite big. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow with more Digimon.
We've also got our streamiversary.
Yep, I got the announcement up here.
We're doing an Ocarina of Time Mario 64
Randomizer.
multi-game, multi-world randomizer. It's
It
gonna
should
be
be a
fun.
really fun time.
Alright, see y'all tomorrow. More Hades on Tuesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.